Okay, let's dive right into this explainer and uncover the real, hidden reason you struggle to achieve your goals. Look, you're not alone in this. Almost everyone is fighting this exact same battle. But the truth is, the problem is so much bigger than you probably imagine. There is a hidden system, both within your own mind and within society, that is actively working against you. Today we're going to expose exactly why your focus is just too weak to reach the ambitions you're striving for, and why it's a battle you didn't even know you were fighting.
So I want to ask you directly, why do you really think you can't focus? You probably think it's just a bad habit, right? A lack of willpower, or maybe you just get bored easily. But if you constantly find yourself changing your goals, shifting your methods, or abandoning projects the absolute second things get difficult, it's not just a personal failing. There is a much deeper force at play here, constantly pulling your attention away from what truly matters.
Section 1. Distraction as mind control.
To really get to the root of this problem, we actually need to look back to the 1600s. King Louis XIV of France was one of history's smartest leaders. He intentionally drowned his people in superficial entertainment and trivial hobbies. Why? Because the political and religious issues of his time were incredibly complex. He knew that if the public was distracted by absolute nonsense, they wouldn't demand a better life or threaten his rule. Fast forward to the 1800s, and Napoleon Bonaparte understood that the real battle wasn't just in the physical army. The true battlefield was the mind. He knew that controlling a soldier's mind meant controlling their focus, and thereby controlling the entire battle. Today, in the modern era, you might not be fighting in Napoleon's army, but tech algorithms are using these exact same principles to hijack your attention.
Here is the absolutely crucial takeaway. Focus is a currency. Literally, treat it exactly like money. Every single time you give a piece of it away to a notification, an endless feed, or a random advertisement, your balance drops. Modern internet platforms operate just like those historical rulers. They want to keep you in a continuous loop of distraction so they can harvest your attention. You aren't just a passive consumer, you're a soldier in a massive intellectual battle, and your focus is the ultimate prize.
Section 2. The biology of survival.
Think about it like this. For thousands of years, ancient human survival was based on battling harsh climates, freezing cold, extreme heat, and physical warfare. In those situations, a threat was obvious, and the brain triggered absolute, hyper-focused attention to keep you alive. But look at modern threats. Today, threats to your future don't look like a saber-toothed tiger. They are disguised as pleasant little notifications on your phone, fun videos, and superficial entertainment. They seem harmless, but they are actively destroying your potential.
Which brings us to a pretty harsh biological reality. Your mind simply isn't designed to maintain constant, unwavering focus on abstract things, like studying, learning to code, or working on a business plan, unless it perceives a direct, immediate threat to its existence. Without that survival trigger, your brain naturally defaults to seeking out easy, stimulating distractions. It thinks it's perfectly safe, so it just lets its guard down entirely.
Section 3. The warrior mindset. Enter what we call the warrior mindset. Adopting this mindset means you must make the achievement of your goal, whether that's learning programming, starting a business, whatever it is, equal to your actual survival. You have to wire your brain to genuinely believe that failing to achieve this objective means the end of your existence. You can't just want it. You must fundamentally refuse to accept a life where you haven't achieved it.
So how do we actually activate this mindset? Well, first, like we just discussed, link the goal to your biological survival. Second, you have to completely ignore the unfairness of the world and the opinions of others. I mean, when you're fighting for your life, do you really care what someone else thinks of you? No way. And third, treat the goal as your only oxygen. You have to feel like your head is trapped underwater, and reaching your goal is the absolute only way to take a breath. When you reach that level of desperation, all that external noise, the distractions, the doubts, they just instantly vanish.
Look, you can't change the distracting systems of the world. Those social media algorithms, the society that rewards superficiality, they are not going anywhere. But you can change yourself. You have to sharpen your mentality into a spear that pierces straight through all of those systems to reach your target. A spear doesn't get distracted by the wind, right? It just cuts right through it.
Section 4. Winning the mental battle.
Let's walk through a cycle I guarantee we have all lived through. Step 1. You sit down, highly motivated to learn a new skill. Step 2. After maybe 30 minutes, a tiny bit of doubt creeps in. You ask yourself, is this even working? Will I even succeed? Step 3. To escape that slight discomfort, you check one single message or one quick video from a friend. Just one, right? Step 4. Boom. Your focus is completely destroyed, and before you know it, you've lost the entire day. This is the trap of false action. You feel like you tried, but you were actually defeated by a system perfectly designed to exploit your momentary doubt.
So why does avoiding this trap matter so much right now? It all comes down to the 2 to 5 year rule. You must act with incredible urgency because your daily actions compound. The time you waste today might not feel like a big deal tomorrow, but in 2 to 5 years, the small choices you make today, whether to pierce through the distraction or just succumb to it, will accumulate into a massive, undeniable difference. It will literally be the difference between ultimate success and total failure in your life.
I'm going to leave you with this final thought to ponder as we wrap up this explainer. The systems around you are designed to keep you weak, distracted, and harmless. The battlefield isn't out there. The battlefield is entirely in your mind. So looking at your goals today, which side are you going to choose? Are you going to remain a distracted victim of the system, or will you sharpen your mind and become the warrior of your own survival? The choice is entirely yours.